Hi, I'm Robert Rose, and I'm the Executive Director of the Institute for Integrative Conservation at William & Mary.
Hi, I'm Angela Yang. I'm the Director of International Field Conservation at the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance. Rob and I and Rob's students and our teams have been working on a prioritization tool that is meant to help zoos and other actors who want to know where to invest in conservation make the most informed decisions that they can. So Rob and I were talking. It was bringing in kind of the Denver Zoo collection connection, which means the animals here at the zoo, looking at the ones that are on the IUCN red list. So these are animals that are threatened, and using that as a base layer, and then bringing in other layers of data that's important for us, including kind of safety, protected areas, key biodiversity areas, and I believe there's 11 layers of data that's ultimately in this tool.
The goal for the William & Mary Institute for Integrative Conservation is to train the next generation of conservation leaders. And our students are fully integrated into projects with conservation partners around the world. So this was a great opportunity for us to work with Angela and her team in the Denver Zoo to bring students in to develop this spatial tool to allow the Denver Zoo to do that analysis. It was a great opportunity for students because they get to expand their skills in geospatial analysis while providing support for a conservation project.
So as the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance, we feel kind of the way to move things forward to get conservation done and impactful conservation is to work with strong groups. And this is going to be a number of groups, including academia and other NGOs and local organizations on the ground. So I think, the way forward for us to achieve what we want to do, which is halting biodiversity decline and making sure, people are involved in part of this, is to work with groups like William & Mary's Institute for Integrative Conservation.
And at the IIC, at the Institute for Integrative Conservation, everything that we do is built on this really robust partnerships with conservation organizations around the world. All the projects that our students work on are directly tied to actual conservation projects. And this is meaningful for many reasons. First, it provides support to these conservation organizations. It adds some experience and it adds capacity where they may not already have it. And so we provide that conservation enabling action to support these projects that come to us. And second, for our students, we're trying to train students to become conservation leaders. And you do that by working on actual conservation projects. And so these projects are also very meaningful for the students because it means they get this experience not only of conducting research, but they understand what it's like to work for a conservation organization and work on the ground conservation projects. In another partnership with the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance, we brought them in as a partner on a class that we launched on conservation planning. Conservation planning is an incredibly important tool for our students to learn. And again, we wanted our students to be connected to real world projects. So we brought in the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance to be a project base for our students to develop a full conservation plan. This conservation plan focused on jaguars in Peru, and the students as a team working with the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance and their partners in the field really developed a robust conservation plan that was then handed off to the partner. So it's a great learning experience for the students. They learn about conservation planning while working on an actual project. And hopefully it's a benefit for the partners in the field because they get an actual conservation plan out of it. So the Institute for Integrative Conservation is incredibly appreciative and thankful for partners like the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance for one, trusting us and our students with these projects, and two, for affording the students the opportunity and mentoring the students throughout this entire project cycle. It's an incredible experience for our students, and we couldn't be more grateful to our partners like the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance.
And for the Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance, we're thrilled to be working with students and with the IIC to be doing these projects and saving wildlife together.